Episode 237. The weather is terrible. It always is. Or at least, it feels like it always is. It's never just a sunny day when I want to sit down and record. I'm sure it's just like a psychological thing, that I only take note of the times when the weather is bad, and don't think of the times when the weather is good. And so in my memory I only remember the times when it's bad. But still, it's bad right now. I had Komori sitting here waiting for the weather to get better so that when we go into this dungeon it would be the good weather. This is actually an outside dungeon, so I thought that it would use the outside weather like so many dungeons do. But just to be sure, in between episodes, I popped into the dungeon just for a quick peek, and lo and behold, it doesn't use the outside weather. I've been sitting here waiting for nothing, but I'm glad nonetheless. It means I don't have to wait any longer. We're in immediately. Look at that. Beautiful weather. For dungeons like this, you have to force good weather, right? So you can see all the sights that the developers worked so hard on. So Akai. Our trial was Aymeric, our trial being a dungeon, not an actual trial. And Alfinode and his obsidian carbuncle, and the temple banneret, who just happened to be in the area. Maybe he was helping out with the restoration over at Barles or something. We just called one of them over. We'll keep the chat window open for any of these fun dialogue that we might miss them saying. Like that. I guess it appears over here. We're fighting clouds, or cloud gardeners. Imagine having to go through all of this with that stormy weather we were just looking at. It would have been so annoying. Oh, you went ahead and aggroed this guy for me. Well, why stop there? You won't mind if I go and aggro some more, right? Like this one. And the rest of its friends. You can handle it, right, Aymeric? With all of that fancy armor of yours? Oh, I see he doesn't use a shield either. A man after Komori's own heart. He might actually be after Komori's heart, the warrior of light's heart. I don't think my AoE was hitting everyone. Oh, come on. If you move right at the very end of the cast bar, it still counts. They don't cancel the cast, even if there's a fraction of a second left or something. But evidently, I moved a little bit too early. And we switch to single target when there are 2 or less left. My fire should be super effective on these trees. Oh. Oh, there's haste. Okay, you can kill those guys for haste. Good to know. Well, that'll be useful for me as a black mage. This guy. I guess I could have aggroed more. Alright, this guy first then. Did we not aggro the other one? Damn. I thought they were tethered together. Is it dead? Okay, let's get that haste. Nice. This is faster than usual, right? I guess it must be. And actually we've also got ley lines, so even faster. Look at that speed. It's all stacking. Incredible. Look how fast we are. Oh, did we lose haste? No, it's still... Okay, we just had it, but... I felt like we were losing speed at the very end there. Must have been in my head. Can I have haste all the time, please? Well, we wouldn't want that. We want the Black Mage's cast to be very, very long and very, very powerful. That's the point. And our first boss is Chieftain Moglin. What are you doing here? I completely forgot your name. Moglin is the name of the chief, not the one back in A Realm Reborn. Sorry. Did he come here just to ask us if we remember his name? I hope he didn't. Part of the trial, huh? That's what Aymeric thinks. Somehow I don't think so. Moglin is insulting our ridiculous name, apparently. How rude.
Down with you.
It's like a mini Good King Moggle fight. How fun.
For the House of Leveilleur.
He even does the thing that Good King Moggle does, raising everyone that is sleeping. Seems like he puts up some kind of field below. Oh, not that. Well, I guess it could have been Flare.
Down with you.
Well, no. Why's that? You know, I don't know the rules of these guys. I think I maybe attacked one that I shouldn't have. Get out of here. Raising everyone, huh? What happens if we do this? Do we want to push them inside that? Or not inside that? I see. Don't raise the ones inside the circle. Got it. Well, he's almost dead anyway, but we can try to do the mechanics, I guess.
Release.
Doing this all wrong. Okay, mechanics time. Kind of hard to do mechanics when we're so slow as casting. Oh, he died before the mechanic resolved. Well, we pushed them out, so I consider that a win for learning the mechanics. King Moggle or whatever his name was, Moglin, yeah. He was definitely part of the trial. Definitely not an uninvited guest. Face ourselves? No. I say we race. Oh wait, maybe we should pace ourselves. Those are mechanic eggs. I don't remember how they work. Alright, so... These are gonna start hatching or something. And we should kill them? Right. I think you didn't want to kill them in whatever dungeon that was, the big lighthouse. Or you didn't want to kill too many of them, or you wanted to kill them at the right time or something. Well, we only killed one. Partly because of my cast time. Let's see if those three can defeat one before I can defeat one. It seems like not. I think the NPCs in the duty support are just programmed to do less damage. Enough to resolve mechanics or whatever, but designed to just be faster or rather slower than an actual real party of human players. Partly to incentivize playing with real players, of course. But we can do this. Even if we're playing with NPCs, they won't mind. Though I don't feel like calling over more than that guy. I guess I'll pick these up. Should be good for company seals, as always. Worm depicted on yonder crest? Where? Oh, this one, on the floor. The hardest one to see. From the perspective of a Lalafell. The angle's too flat when you're low to the ground. Only tall people can see the things on the floor clearly. We're fine. Don't have to move. And our second boss. Probably the first real part of the trial, or the real boss of the trial. Some kind of pony. Pokiraj? Did this thing swear fealty to Freysfelger? It's not a dragon. Is it just some random horse that lives here? We're just gonna assume it's part of the trial. This thing does have mechanics I'm gonna have to remember. If I can. Just gonna have to pay attention to the walls and the floors and all that.
Away with you.
And off it goes. Alright. Just a standard proximity marker, and then this. Right, so it pushes you towards the floor, and you don't want to be pushed into the lightning where it gets destroyed. Oh, you're tanking it over here? I guess it's no problem if you stand here, right? Probably. I don't feel like moving. Not a very good view of the boss, though. Damn, my mana ward didn't go up in time. Alpha nodes are marked. What did that do exactly? Ah, that's what it did. And I think it's just there now. Destroyed more of the wall, too. You guys want that side? Well, I want this one.
Down with you!
Yeah, tank it over there, so we can get a better view. And now the best weather of all. I do remember this weather. It's kind of what clued me into maybe the fact that all of the weather would be a set, defined weather, even entering into the dungeon. No real way to skip ahead this time. Gonna have to fight these guys to trigger the next area.
You underestimate me!
Is this much of a trial to fight broodlings? They must be the strongest contenders of their lightweight class. It's a teaching moment for them. Like the straight-A students that get to go on a fun tour to where all the adults work or something. And here are the adults.
Away with you!
Can I? I can't. I don't have the return to ley lines command yet. Not the right level for it. That would have been one actual good use for that, I guess. Am I standing in something? I was. Usually blue means good, I think. I think? Maybe not always. Maybe not even usually. Berserker, huh? That's what I play as in the Occult Crescent. Took me a while to get it, though. Oh, you made the bridge for us. Thanks, Blizzard Dragon. And now you're attacking. Don't mind me, guys. Just gonna get the treasure for everyone. Very important that I do this. I'm sure they don't mind. And it's down. So what next? A fire dragon? Or is that too predictable? Oh, I guess it's just the dragon himself. This is a fun one. You kind of get teased with this huge dragon in the main story. He's just kind of an important NPC, but here in the patch quests, you get to fight him. This is... oh. They changed this one. Alongside changing Aymeric, so that he's actually part of your party as duty support rather than an NPC, they completely changed this fight, I'm pretty sure. Unless this ground is going to morph, I guess I can probably talk about it after, we'll see. Don't attack me. Aymric's a tank. You're testing him. Yeah, tank buster him. Of course, them having changed it isn't necessarily a bad thing. They could have changed it for the better. This would be my first time doing this version of the dungeon, though. I do remember the last one a little bit, so I can understand why they changed it. But it might be oversimplified. Oh, he does more. Well, I didn't know that. So much for oversimplified.
Down with you!
Ah, he's doing this. The multi-hit attack. Would this be the first time we see a multi-stack marker in the game? I can't remember. Oh, now we got this. Good. Everyone get away from me and my ley lines. Doing the wing thing again.
I have my pride.
It's probably good they're doing some of this stuff. Wait, he's doing Diamond Storm. He can do that? Did he do that in the original version? I like that. He's doing it like as a callback to Shiva. Oh, you want to stand there? No, of course not. Oh no. Nope, we're good. Alright, he's not doing the same thing that he did last time where he hit the area that was previously safe. Oh, we can still attack him. Guess I gotta move. Didn't have to do that ethereal manipulation, but just kind of reach for it whenever I really need to go to the party. You gonna be okay, Alfred? Got a lot to heal there. Alright, we're about done. Okay, not a terrible boss. Maybe much simpler than the previous version, but not bad. There were moments there that I liked, with the Icy Thor as a callback to Shiva. And I guess the Icy Overhead attack that he does as well. I don't recall if he ever did that on the other version of the fight. And the banneret has nothing to say, of course. Yeah, the other version of this fight was actually in a much larger arena, by which I mean it was more spread out. Platforms like those over there floating around, it was kind of a grid of them, maybe 3x3 or bigger than that. And you would have to hop around from platform to platform by taking gales the same ones that are up there, that take you from one platform to the next. Some of them would end up destroyed and you might fall to your death or something like that. And you had to just kind of navigate around the arena as it was getting destroyed, while Hraesvelgr flied around and I think maybe destroyed some platforms himself with big sweeping attacks. Now it's just this one platform, which is a little bit sadder that they removed some of that complexity, but some of his attacks were interesting, lore-wise. And I guess they're good for new players that are getting into the harder and harder fights, I suppose. You had the thing where you had to look at his wings, where you can't just look at the cast bar or whatever. You had to move in and out of his things and just in general pay attention. Overall, an okay fight. Well, better than okay. I liked it anyway. Hide this and there. Is that Zenith in the background, or... No, it can't be. It's just like an identical one. Even bereft of an eye, my brood brother was a fearsome foe indeed. But having tasted thy strengths firsthand, I do begin to see how thou didst bring him low. Idolin chooses her servants well. Very well, I shall trust in the seed of man one last time. By thy deeds shall the flickering hope that lingers yet within my heart be kindled anew, or extinguished forever. We're good with fire. Vidofnir and this one. Who's this one? That you yet stand is ready proof of your determination, mortals. Let us fight as allies then, and together banish my brood brother's vengeful shade. On my oath, the wrath that once was Nidhogg shall meet its end. This I swear on the memory of my beloved Shiva, and on the soul of lost Ysael. Who's this guy on the left? We know Vidofnir. That guy's like important. I'm gonna have to look this up after the episode. He's from somewhere. He's got like a unique model and everything. He's one of Hraesvelgur's guys, you know? He might be from fates around here or something. Like one of the more important fates. Like a chain of fates even, maybe? No clue though. Well, he was there. Countless times have I fought the minions of Nidhogg, but never did I imagine that I would one day face Hraesvelgur himself. Oh, my poor ribs. That was a painful reminder of a great worm's might. I guess that was the first time Alphinaud actually fought one. He sat out the fight with Nidhogg, because Estinian told him to. Well, he's not sitting it out anymore. No longer a bench warmer. And had he truly meant us harm, we would not be standing here now. Plainly his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training, about the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was in short, a very thorough lesson. I guess so. I mean, I guess you could consider his attacks, which were telegraphed, as like a teaching thing. But then you could say the same thing about all of the telegraphed attacks that every enemy does. Whatever. And you? Why were you guys there? Oh, Kupo. Komoi, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. for one with a name more befitting a jester. Rude. You fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Kind. We accept your compliment, even if it began with an insult. Do you see how my wings are kinked? Even my palm aches. After this drubbing, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. That's you. What? When I told you about Komoi's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's triple shifts for you, Morgan. Triple? But that's not fair. There's no justice, Kupo. None at all. They were just there to fool around, I guess.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hreysvelga's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours.
That's true. But, you helped too.
'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
Oh, Amaric, we know you're after our heart. You're gonna have to lay it on a bit thicker to get through Komoi's thick head, though.
'Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Alright, maybe shut up, Alphinaud. You shouldn't say things.
Oh, gods.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
And I guess we can get some max potions, and then throw them away immediately. Oh, I forgot to eat the apple strudel. I meant to eat that for the dungeon. We can have it now. And the Hreysvelgar card. Very nice. And get rid of these. And these. Yes, these too. These as well. And these. And this. And this we'll use for our, no wait. No, that's the summoner gear from the job quest. I guess we'll hang on to that. This we already have, though. I pray we are not too late. The image here says we're in for a fight. It also calls the quest an end to the song. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away. Launching right into a cutscene, huh? I guess they're serious. Know you then what this roar portendeth?
Aye. I must return to my city without delay.
Then we shall lend you our wings. Let us meet with Nidhogg on the field of battle. and together bring an end to his wrathful song. A free ride? Cool. It's Vidofnir, and this one. Really gotta learn who this one is. I guess Amir gets this one. We get the biggest one. Although we're the smallest, so maybe we should ride the smallest dragon. It's more of a status thing, though. They're going crazy. That's a pretty effective way to kill a human. They can't fly. Alright, she's got moves.
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns. Ugh. We must hold.
Just in general, very dynamic shots they're taking, kind of following the flights of the dragons. Very cool. Oof. Felt that crunch.
Reinforcements! By the Fury, that one is the size of Nidhogg.
Lord Commander!
And us.
You are late, Warrior of Light.
We can't be late. The party doesn't start till we arrive. Wherefore standest thou with these vermin, brother? Abandon this war, shade. suffering thou sowest service no end. The traitor's progeny have learned of their forefathers' betrayal, and seek now to make amends with our kind. Never shall our grief be assuaged, nor our loss forgotten. But reconciliation may yet halt the spread of this plague of enmity. Forsake thy vengeance, and be at peace. What soft-headed ramblings are these? Thy dalliance with that vile maid has robbed thee of thy wits. Mayhap her cloying perfume has made thee forget the stench of our brood sister's lifeblood. Thou darest speak thus of my beloved? Ah, so the flames of rage may yet be rekindled. I feared thy heart's fire had long since gone out. But waste not thy fury on words, brother. Thou shalt have need of it for the battle. We'll let him take this one. It'll be cool. He can do that? He can do that? Man, what a scene. It's a good thing he agreed to help. Thou art weak, race Velgar, a slithering worm who fawneth on the vermin who should rightly be his prey. For 1,000 years have I fought without cease, and thou didst think to prevail against me. Glory not in thy victory, Shade. The battle is not yet won. My power and my hope have I entrusted to another. Thine eye, what hast thou done? Fool, thou wouldst trust a mortal with thy strengths. I know thee. 'Twas thou who didst intrude upon my lair, and best the half of me. But now I am whole, and naught in creation shall deny me my vengeance. And surprise, a real trial, an actual trial. Just, hang on a second there. While we wait for 7 more people to join us, they just gotta clamber their way over that fallen tower, but they'll be here in a second. Just you wait. And here we are. Full circle, the true end to the Dragonsong War, back here at the final steps of Phase. The same place where we kind of began this whole thing, at least for us anyway. Coming into Ishgard, even before the beginning of Heavensward at the end of Around the Worn. Don't stand in that. That kills a lot of people, like Blank Page. And Calamity. Think we're already at a phase transition? Don't stand in that. Everyone okay? Seems like it. Okay, there's the face change. Now for this, I don't actually know. As a tank, one tank has to take the Phallic, one has to take the Brobignac, whatever. The Shadow Dragon just moves on its own. You don't really have to tank it, but it's kind of a problem. You just gotta make sure you're not really standing within their frontal conal, I guess. Easy enough for me to say. I'm a caster, I can stand back here. There are people dying around, well, all around me. They're getting res, but they're still dying, so... At least it's a very serious fight. If there are people on the team still dying. Not a pushover. Something between a man and a dragon. You get that move later. You also get your Skogel later, if you're a Dragoon. And then he's gonna do some stuff we're gonna have to worry about, or at least pay attention to. I'm just gonna drop this over here. It's very important to put these somewhere that won't get in the way, because they just stick around. I should be fine here. No one minds if I drop it right here, right? I don't want to move. I'm casting here. I actually remember this fight going by much faster on my main character, so I'm glad we're kind of not going too fast for the epic finale. Oh no, that's bad. Damn. I had the mana ward and everything. I still died to it. You know, I should have used the other thing. Ethereal manipulation. I have it for a reason. Okay, we can stand in that now. It's all just part of the excitement. Dying to the attacks is part of the excitement. Let's not die to this though. They do across a plus-shaped pattern. Don't stand in that. I think we're okay here. There. That's what I should have been doing. And then he follows up with the tail. But it's okay, we should be just about done here. Ah, someone stole the limit break. It's fine. And Estinian. He's still not looking great. Cheer up. Maybe poke him in the eye a bit. I'm sure Nidhogg hates that.
Estinian!
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg. Thou shalt die by my hand.
This is not your hand, worm!
Thou wilt obey.
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued!
Sorry, Estinian, but we don't owe you any favors. We're not gonna do that.
You waste your time. Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
Undone by mortal will, wither now.
Soul's cry, a passion welling within. Sacrifice, a final plea to her kin.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Yet this bond of hope, by treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
Well, I'm glad he can still fly with his wing like that. The Horde have sensed the fall of their master and scattered to the winds.
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Then our alliance has served its purpose. Thou didst wield the power I granted thee well. 'Twas thine own skill and not mine eye, which earned thee victory. But I mean, you helped. It was a big help. I wish thy companion a swift recovery. Fare you well, children of man.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well, even as Hraesvelga did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
Oh, they brought some ladders. They work fast. What a wild ride. We made it. We reached the end of the Dragonsong War. Here in patch 3.3, that's kind of how they do things most of the time from now on. They take 3 patches to wrap up the story of the base expansion. They didn't do it for A Realm Reborn, but the next expansion and the expansion after that, and including the current expansion that we're on in real time, Dawn Trail, follow that model, though we haven't gotten 7.3 yet. I forgot about that moment though. With Horsefont and Isael, their ghosts showing up to help us in our moment of need. That was maybe the first time where I'm replaying the game as Komori here, that I actually got caught off guard and teared up a bit. It was an effective moment. I think Komori teared up too, not that she'd admit it. But I think now that we've ended the Dragonsong War for real this time, aggressors on both sides, King Dordan and Nidhogg, both gone out of the picture, we can safely call it an episode, right? Of course, there's still more things to do to wrap up. We're still not done with the patch 3.3 main story quests. Gotta wrap everything up with a nice bow and all of that. So we'll do that in the next episode. I was thinking about going long just to do all of that. We had the big exciting final battle and everything, so it would make sense to do everything after that as an extra long episode. But I feel like this went on long enough already, so we can save it for the next episode. A little epilogue to the Dragonsong War. And then beyond that, still more patch quests to do, 3.4 and 5, and a lot more other optional things. For now though, it'd be a good chance to take a break.